these are phosphate crystals. These little things, one place used to call them, they look like coffin lids. I don't know, but anyway, go with that. This one looks like an X phosphate. I don't know, you're gonna come up with it to remember it next though. Anyway, so casts are things that last inside the body for a long period of time, and it looks like a big Band-Aid. So they call them broadcast. It's means that you've been having a problem for a long time. So this would be an example of renal failure. Okay, these are leucine crystals. They're just using different types of microscopy here, and that's why these things tend to glow, and it's very hard to see. Leucine. Okay, calcium oxalate. Remember with studs or envelopes. Tyrosine crystals. They look like needles. A lot of things look like needles, but these are tyrosine. Maybe you can look right here. Look, there's a T. Maybe you can remember that. Okay? Those are red blood cells. How do you know they're red blood cells? Because there are no nuclei inside. Right? Red blood cells don't have nuclei. Okay, here's another cast. When you see something that kind of looks like a long Band-Aid, right? But this one is a cellular cast, and it has lipid or fat-like droplets in there, in the urine as well. So these are squamous epithelial cells. They're quite large. They're stained here in blue. So they're not like from Smurfs or something. And this can sometimes come from the urethra or even from the outside, the way a person wipes themselves. Okay? Squamous epithelial cells. These are transitional epithelial cells, which come either from the ureter or the urinary bladder. Okay? So look at the difference. This one here, okay, look at this one right here, and then look at these here. All right, so you have bacteria are the small things, and the white blood cells are the large things. Like just think of like macrophages. Here are leukocytes, all white blood cells. The urine tends to look cloudy because you have so many white blood cells, and this tends to mean you have an infection. This is a cast, right? You can see almost like a Band-Aid here, right? And they're all stuck together. They've been hanging out together for a long period of time. And that's called pyelonephritis, which is an infection in the kidney. But that is oftentimes the word that's used for urinary tract infection also. Hematuria, hemat means blood, ur means urine, ia means condition. So it's a condition in which you have blood in the urine. So maybe someone is menstruating, or maybe the person just had a urinary catheter removed, and so it scraped some of the epithelial tissue, so you had some bleeding, and there are no nuclei here. Okay. Cast, these are red blood cell cast. Glomerulonephritis means where the glomerulus has an infection in it, or it could be damaged for the other things. Could be sclerotic, could be from diabetes, a bunch of different reasons. I like this one because it shows it red, so red blood cell cast. Okay, these are distorted red blood cells, as in glomerulonephritis, where they're having. So you shouldn't have any blood in your urine, basically. Okay, this is a granular cast. Remember, here again is a cast from a long period of time, renal failure. This is a waxy cast. It looks like a piece of Scotch tape that's beginning to tear. So this is a waxy cast. Right here. There's a granular cast here, or they're all over. Cellular cast, a bunch of cells. Hyalin deals with protein in your urine. So look, it's so light. It almost looks like just so light you almost can't see it, like a ghost footprint. So think hyaline. It's like a very soft word. It's a very soft kind of a cast. Just go with that. Okay? Very soft. You almost can't even tell it's there. Okay, these are fat casts, or lipid from nephrotic syndrome, which is slightly different from nephritis. Okay? Bilirubin cast. Think of bilirubin dealing with the liver and bile. And stop.